Hello and welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different than what I usually do. I have all of these dual replays that I've just been kind of saving up, and I wanted to just talk about them and go through my thought process of what I was thinking at the time and why I made certain decisions and stuff like that. And I'm just gonna kind of talk about them as I, play the replay. They're spread out over all of the events in the Master Duel lifetime, and I've gotten to the point where this is the last Duelist Cup. There's a Duelist Cup going on right now. Um, and they've just gotten to be so full that like I'd have a subpar replay and then a cool thing would happen and then I'd delete the old one and keep the cool replay. And now they've just gotten to a point where I have a bunch of ones that I think are cool and would be like fun to share and talk about. Um, and I don't want to delete any of them, and I have to do it now or I'm just gonna never do it. So bear with me. As we can see here, I'm playing Adignister. Also, I'd like to say this isn't a witch hunt. Like, please don't go hate on the opponents. Don't hate on me either. Um, I'm playing a bunch of different decks, and I'm quite good at a lot of them, but some of them I don't play perfectly at times. But most of the time, I really try. As we can see here, I'm just doing the basically, Adignister is a one-card Link 4, or like Link 5 or something. I ended up cutting this guy from the list entirely in the end, and putting in the quick effect negate dude because he's just better. This is like an extender that recovers cards, but then the other guy is a negate, so you basically trade 1,000 attack for a negate on your Adignister, the big one. And yeah, just get Monster Reborn. Just doing the basic combo here. Templar, because a monster is summoned to the arrow, chain an infant to move itself over. And then it becomes God type, and then now you summon back all the different elements. So right here, if we wanted to, we're actually short, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have two, this is a really interesting concept that you get to do with this deck here. Because now we still have too many. So you have, because we have an Adignister, we can summon it. And then now there's a really cool play you do here where you make the Templar and the water into Splash Mage so that you actually lose one material. You most of the times you want to do like update jammer transcode into access code and then kill the opponent. But here we act like uplinking, right? Link up. But here we want to link down because we actually can't make the arrival unless we like clear our entire board and then Monster Reborn one guy, and that's literally what we do here. So we Splash Mage back the Dark, and then we Monster Reborn the one that's missing. So now we have we used a bunch of cards in our hand. This is why I ended up making a different version of this deck. So you get more recovery stuff in your hand. But we have a light, a god, a wind, an earth, a dark, and a water. So we're going to link all of them together. Into the Arrival Cybers for 6,000 attack. And then we just add back the Monster Reborn. And I'm ashamed to admit that I ended up main decking Vanity's Emptiness in this deck later on because I simply didn't want the opponent to just make a kaiju and kill me. The funny thing was, is I think shortly after either this event or the next event, Vanity's Emptiness got banned, and now I just main deck Rivalry so that they still can't kaiju me because I can only control a Cybers. Is my game plan. They're gonna Prosperity. I don't think we play hand traps at all. It's just like pure gas. Oh no, we play one Ash, one Imperm, one Crossout so that we can. He's gonna Imperm my guy who's unaffected by everything, not reading the card. We're just gonna fast forward because we've seen this a million times. If you want to see the Cybers combo, you can go back and watch it. But look, like right, oh my god, like Shishao Baron, wow, dude, where did you come up with this play? Daring today, aren't we? Look, he's gonna Vishuda. He's gonna bounce my guy who's unaffected by everything. Still not reading what my card does. He's just gonna pass. Like, isn't this the most impressive deck you've ever seen in your life? And we're gonna arrival Cybers to blow up his Grandmaster, and then he's gonna black out to try and destroy my guy, and then he's gonna try and negate my guy. So he's just throwing all of his cards away. Oh, negate this guy, it's unaffected. Destroy this guy, it's unaffected. Negate this guy again, destroy this guy, it's unaffected. And then now we just get back to Field Spell or whatever. Get another Monster Reborn, and yeah, it's over. Poor guy. Like, just had no clue. Oh, I'm gonna delete these after to make sure that the clip actually worked. Alright, we're just gonna go through them in order. Basically every one event I just play a new deck. Like I get enough gems to just build a new deck. Pendulums is the deck I started on though when I first made the game. It's just the most flexible. Okay, Unchained Twins Aruha, sure. Supply Squad. Okay. Oh my god, dude, this hand is insane. Ignister. So we're just gonna normal summon or something and then make Ignister and then shuffle this into the deck. Look at this. We're making Jackal King Electromite before we even Pendulum summon yet. What the fuck? Dude, that hand was insane! And now, we literally let them activate every single monster effect they want. We let them Ash Blossom, we let them whatever, we let them Valor our Electromite. The only thing we're negating is Nibiru. That's the whole purpose of summoning Jackal King, is the only monster effect you care about is Nibiru. And now we get to go +3 here. Something +4. Like, good god. Oh my god, and we draw a Joker. We get both pen graphs because we looped the double iris. So now we have Monster Reborn. We haven't even normal summoned yet. We've put up this fat fucking board. Okay, so this is a mistake here by me. I should have synchro summoned these together to make Ignister and then activated the effect of Celestial. Because if you read on the bottom there, Celestial gains a whole bunch of effects depending on what type of monsters you have on the field. So if we make a synchro, and we're gonna keep the Jackal King there, right? We're gonna keep the Jackal King on the field no matter what we do. And then we'd make a synchro. the opponent wouldn't be able to activate monster effects until the end of the turn, and then in the end of the turn we get to add any pendulum monster for the rest of this turn. So they can't even Nibiru me the entire turn, basically. Right? Because once their turn starts, then they can use monster effects again. This is something I learned, like, just getting better at playing the deck. And then now you can already see what I'm going to do here. I'm going to pop, shuffle, normal summon. Good God. Summoned 6 monsters to the field and didn't even normal summon yet. Electrum, copy, pop this, add this, Astro. And now, because we used Starving Venom, all of our monsters have piercing battle damage. And then we're just going to give everything an attack boost. Ignister, pop this, shuffle your guy into the deck. And we have like 12,000, 14,000 damage on the board. So, you know, even though we ended up FTKing the opponent, that wasn't piloted 100% flawlessly. It was still very, very good, very strong. Just that was the only thing that would have made it like perfect. That would have made it a perfect turn if I had made Ignister with the Curtain Raiser and the other guy. And then here we have the exact same hand. And Servant, a spell, an Extender. Yeah, just add another, place 2. Chrono. And then now we have counters on Jackal, so it's okay for us to make a Electromite. You want to do it exactly this sequencing, because if you link away the Servant while you don't have 2 counters, you can die to Nibiru. And then now we just do our good old standard. The only we don't care. Ash Blossom, Imperm, Veiler, everything. Who cares? This can't negate Imperm, but that's not the point. The only monster effect we want to stop is Nibiru. And he's gonna Ash Blossom the Joker. Sure, like we care. We just Starving, copy this, pop, Nibiru, negate with Jackal, negate and destroy. So they have 3 cards in their hand plus whatever they draw for turn, and we're going full Astrograph combo, and we haven't even Pendulum summoned yet. We're just gonna get a free monster. They can't target our spellcasters with spells. Celine to just make more arrows. Time Star. So this is something that I learned myself here, and I'm gonna pause it in like a second. Aha, here we go. So I'm gonna have to, yeah, there we go. Okay, so the opponent is about to rage quit, or surrender, whatever you want to call it. But what I learned is when you get to this exact point here, is you can use souls to send the Mighty Master from your deck to the graveyard as cost, and then you can chain Celine to special summon back the Mighty Master. I don't know if that's necessarily good, because I think once the Souls tries to resolve, it can't summon itself, so it'll just go to the graveyard. But you're basically special summoning Endymion from the deck when you do that, so it might be worth it to do it. Or you can just let the Souls summon, and then you can make IP Masquerena, right? And then you can summon back the Endymion anyways. And then you'll have Endymion, Jackal, and then you wait until they burn through a couple of your negates or something, and then you just use the IP Masquerena with the Selene, and you make a 2 material, what's it called? Appaloosa? So you have 2 negates plus scale protection plus 3 monster negates plus a spell and trap negate plus your spellcasters can't be targeted by spells. This can be targeted because it's not a spellcaster. But then you still have 4 cards in your hand. So who gives a shit even if they break your board? They're not going to kill you. They can't put enough damage on the board unless they're also playing pendulums or something. But then, yeah, so we make this fat fucking board and then the opponent surrenders. I'm sorry, guy. So here, let's try to make this one a little bit faster. So those were just like basic pendulum combos. Not much to really say about the interactions between players. It was more so about like I had a really good hand, but I still made a mistake because it was a lot to think about. Terraforming, okay. Necro Valley. Oh, I remember this. So Joe, shoutouts to you. I saved this replay just because I wanted you to watch exactly this replay. So he's going to go Necro Valley. He's going to go Graveskeeper Heretic, and then he's going to Royal Tribute me for 4 Pendulum monsters. And he's going to Pot of Duality, Dark Hole, Lightning Storm, and then a Fusion guy. And he takes the Dark Hole. And I went, wow, this fucking sucks. If I draw Performer Pal Skull Corbett Joker, something like that, I can just keep playing. But I draw Max C against the guy who's clearly not interested in special summoning. So I really only have this 1 card in my hand. And if I get hit by Ash Blossom here, I also lose. But he doesn't have Ash. I get Servant. My options are either I place it in the scale and hope he activates 3 spell cards, but he just searched Dark Hole. So he's not going to do that. So my thought process was I can just set the Servant in the monster zone so that he at least has to attack into it. Right? It can block 1 attack. And then the Servant has an effect where it can place itself in the pendulum scale anyways. So, I'm using this 1 card to the best of my abilities. Like the best of my capabilities. And he's going to get another monster. He's going to get a guy who lets him fusion summon. And I'm like, oh shit, this is really bad. The Servant eats a Dark Hole. That's about as good as value as we're going to get. Because it's just going to place itself in the scale anyways. He's going to fusion summon. We're going to max C. It resolves. Great. We're going to take... we get a Harmonizing Magician. So we have to draw a high scale. If we draw any high scale, we can Pendulum summon the Harmonizing Magician. And then make Electromite or make Time Star, whatever I feel like, and then keep playing the game from there. He gets a card because of this. I didn't know it did that. That sucks. And we draw Performer Pal Pendulum Sorcerer, which is the same thing as drawing Joker, but it's going to eat our Pendulum Summon, which sucks, but hey, if we win the game, right, we get Joker, get a scale, we make Electrum, and then now this is the same combo as before. We blow up our Wisdom Eye, Astrograph, fix our hand, and then because his guy is unaffected or something, we just make Boral Sword and run him the fuck over. And yeah, we stop him from Royal Tributing us again. And then yeah, Boral Sword change our own guy. So he Royal Tributed a Pendulum deck for 4 monsters and still lost the game. GG, my guy, GG. I'm sorry, I had to do you dirty like that. That's the thing I love about pendulums is it's a very skill required deck. You can't just pendulum 5 guys in defense mode and then win the game anymore. You have to think, if I put this here, what happens? So this is during the Synchro XZs only format, and as you can tell, I'm playing some kind of 60 card Lightsworn pile. But I mean, hey, it's Lightsworn. You can't hate me. And we just go for it. Just go for grass, and then we mill a shitload of cards. Hit Trick Clown, sure. Charge of the Light Brigade. Did I mill Lumina? I milled Lumina already. Okay, so that's what I was thinking. I should have probably just hit Reasoning first. What would I have hit if I hit Reasoning first? Who knows? Because they shuffled the deck. No, Punishment Dragon! I was gonna mill every spell card in existence. Oh, and he ended up killing the Aaron. Oh, so I think, oh, what I was supposed to do here. What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to go with Warriors? I don't think I can resolve Warriors on Ties of the Brethren now because I hit the thing here. I hit the Aaron. Yeah, and we just get Snow. Raiden Mill. Oh, I could have! Yeah, I was supposed to go Ties of the Brethren, target Raiden, so that I could summon Jane and Dawn Knight. And then Dawn Knight sends Fairy Tale Snow anyways. So that, I don't know if that was necessarily a misplay, but I think that would have given me more value, because it would have been, I get the 2 monsters plus Snow anyways, you know? It's like, I guess maybe that's a misplay, I don't know. Because we're just going to mill a shitload of cards anyways, and we have Fairy Tale Snow on the field with 30 cards in the graveyard first turn. And the, even though it's the XYZ festival, the Ties of the Brethren locks this. He's going to Kaiju my Raiden for some reason. He's going to just give me a bigger monster. I don't know why. He's going to do a lot of Utopia stuff here. We're just going to fast forward. I'm sorry. I just don't want this to take forever. I tried to do this already and it took like an hour and some change. I'd like to do it a little bit faster than that this time. Utopia Kaiser. Oh lord. He's gonna, yeah, just do things. Okay. I don't know why he, like, I don't know why he kaiju'd over my guy that did nothing. It did nothing on the field. Ah, so here's the thing here. He starts revealing that he's playing Ancient Warriors, and I know one of them says, like, you have to control another one. This is the guy he adds. Yeah, so this one says if you control 2 or more Ancient Warrior monsters, and then I'm afraid that this one card in his hand is like a Cyber Dragon or something, Takatomborg. It's like, oh, if you have an Ancient Warrior, you can summon. So I'm going to immediately Fairy Tale Snow this thing and set it face down so that he can't summon the other 2 monsters in his hand. Was basically my plan. And then it just passes his turn. Cool. We got Goblinberg. Oh, and so I see that his monster has an increased attack value, and I just go for it. I just go for the draw. Make sure I detach the Snow, destroy his guy. Draw a card, draw Spellbook of Knowledge. We're playing Spellbook of Knowledge with Fairy Tale Snow in our deck, so we're gonna banish a whole bunch. We're gonna pop his guy. His guy can't be destroyed while he controls a number. I didn't know that it did that, because I actually read it after. Like, I read it, and then I forgot about it, you know? And then I went, oh shit, that's right, it can't be destroyed. So my whole game plan here is to flip this face down, and then I can, like... And then I draw into Raigeki, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna flip this guy face down and just Raigeki his whole board. But I gotta play Raigeki as the last card that I play, because we all know Yu-Gi-Oh! If we blow out the opponent immediately, they're just gonna scoop. So we're doing Giant Rex, Spirit Master stuff. I do this really funny play where I Goblinberg the Shadal Falco, and then I Fairy Tail Snow. So we have a 4, a tuner, and what do we make here? And then we burrow and blow up the spell. The spell lets him summon the guy from his hand anyways, and then it's like, okay, now we just Raigeki you. You're being annoying. Go away. Oh, I meant to pass. And then, yeah, we just attack with everything we got, and then we Fairy Tail Snow for the last 600 damage and win the game. It was pretty cheeky win there. What? Oh my god, a 15 turn duel. So shout out, I'm gonna read out what their name is, but shout out to the opponent here. They're also a Twitch player, I'm guessing, by their username. So Cuban 305 TTV, shoutouts to you, bud. You know, gotta rep the Twitch fam. So right away you can see they're playing Blue Eyes and we're playing some burn concoction, 60 card burn. We're playing Fire Prison in the Links Are Banned format. So yeah, I tried testing this 2 blue boy or 3, I don't remember. 2 or 3, I don't remember. So our whole game plan here is to wait until their field is entirely empty. They have like minimal cards in their hand, and then we're just gonna Fire Prison them, and then they're just gonna lose the game. You know, typical Mystic Mind strat. And we set 1 Wabaku because it just skips their turn, and we have Battle Faders. So even this is chainable. You know, even if they try to destroy it, we'll just skip their turn anyways and not die. And then even if they somehow like red reboot it, we can still not die. They're just adding cards. Yeah. Summon monster. Okay. And then he attacks. I take no damage this turn. And it resolves. Cool. Spirit Dragon. He puts it in the extra monster zone. That is a mistake. Or is it? I don't know. And then we just draw in a Threatening Roar. So this is the whole game plan. We like with the 60 card build I had here, is you just see one of the spellbook cards and you just draw for your turn and then you draw 2 more. So you draw 3 cards every turn and you just sit and wait until you get enough burn cards to kill the opponent. And then we Pot of Desires. So we drew 5 cards this turn. And then we have double max C Reflect Bounder. So now we have to actually set cards to hand size limit. And they didn't do anything that really threatened us. Like now they have cards face up on the field. They can't Lightning Storm. So the only thing that's gonna out this is like a monster effect or Feather Duster. He's gonna special summon. We just max C because we can. We don't need to. And look, we have double Alsam, double Reflect Bounder. This is ultimately why I ended up cutting Reflect Bounder. Because Alsam is just better. And then the trap cards that burn them are better. Look, he enters into the battle phase, not realizing he can't attack. He's gonna make Cypher under. He's gonna XYZ under max C. He's gonna special summon another monster. He's gonna XYZ again, still under max C. It's like, bro, what are you doing? He's gonna pop the Threatening Roar, but who cares? We just drew 19 cards from them being silly. And we still have Ceasefire. So let's do some math here. We have Just Desserts, Ceasefire. We drew into Ring of Destruction, but none of their cards can be destroyed. So Ceasefire, we can like burn them for like 5,000 damage. So we just need to like normal summon Alsham twice, and then let them fill up their whole board, and then we just kill them. We draw into another Fire Prison. Yeah, we have to set. We didn't have to play this. Probably should have kept this in my hand if I'm being honest. He's just gonna keep special summoning Blue Eyes monsters, not realizing he can't attack still, or like what's going on here, guy? So you can see it right here. He has 6 monsters on his field. We have to Just Desert Ceasefire him right now. Absolutely have to. We have to. We have absolutely no choice. And then we chain Waboku so that these can't get hit by Red Reboot or something. And we get him down to 1,000 life points. And it's fine that he destroys that. All we need to do is normal summon. All we need to do is normal summon Alsham and we win the game. And we still have Battle Fate or Threatening Roar. But now he made Galaxy Ice Photon Lord, which can negate a monster effect. And then I go, oh shit, this is not good. Because now we can't instantly win the game anymore. He enters into the battle phase again, not realizing I activated a Waboku. And we drew into another Fire Prison. So now, here's what the game plan becomes. Sit on Baguska. Baguska Fire Prison, pass. He's gonna try to negate it, not realizing he's under Baguska. Like, bro. He's gonna switch his monsters into attack mode underneath Baguska. He's gonna try to destroy a card underneath Baguska. He's gonna switch another monster to attack mode underneath Baguska. My guy, are you okay? I'm trying to think if there's some way where I can keep the Baguska in defense mode and then like negate his Photon Lord while I normal summon Alsham. You know, this is a problem. He's gonna switch his guys into attack mode underneath Baguska. It's like did you finally learn your lesson yet? Did you learn your lesson that you can't attack yet? And he Raigekis me. Good God, that is annoying. He's gonna switch all of his. He realized he can't attack. Oh my God, good for you. And then now we got Trap Trick, and then that's game. Let's pull up a full screen of the Royal Rare Trap Trick, you know, one time for the fans, just so that you guys can get a look at it. And then now we're just gonna Trap Trick him for Just Desserts. And we chain the Threatening Roar to the Trap Trick so he can't Red Reboot us, and then we just Desserts him for game. So we beat Blue Eyes and didn't even take damage. But as you saw, I kind of bricked on a whole shitload of monsters, which is why I ultimately ended up cutting them completely. So again, shout out to Cuban. My guy, I'm sorry I had to do you dirty like that, but you know, I was just not having fun with the event. It was like Sword Soul Turbo or something, and it was just boring as fuck to play. So I was just like, I'm just gonna build Burn so that I don't even have to care about what the opponent does. And look, this is already, is this 40 cards? This is 42 cards. And Upstart, okay. Upstart again, okay. Pot of Desires, okay. He did nothing. Okay. We're just gonna set Ring, set Waboku, set Bad Blast. We're giving him the want to Feather Duster us, you know? Because if he tries to Feather Duster me, we just chain this. He can't do anything unless he Red Reboots, but then we still have Battle Fader. And then he'll take 1,000 damage. He Lightning Storms. Okay, cool. We predicted that, and we gave them no choice on what they were going to do. So he takes 1,000 damage. We still don't do anything. He sets a card. Okay, so now we're right back to where we just were. Right? We got to draw 2 cards for free. And the opponent still hasn't done anything. Into the Void. So he is committed. He will discard his hand he will discard his entire hand at the end of the turn. And he just activated a second Pot of Desires. So he has 9 cards left in his deck. no cards in the extra deck, against a deck that says you can't attack me. So we might actually get this guy to deck out. And he normal summons Mata the Zapper, Axe of Despair, Mage Power. It's at this point I feel safe to ring the monster because it's gotten 4 cards out of his hand. That's basically it. Even like, I should have probably waited. I should have probably waited to see if he had an extra equip card, but I was getting kind of like nervous, like holy shit, this is a lot of damage. And it was his normal summon. So yeah, we just and then now he has no other monster cards. And then now look, we drew Fire Prison and we just set 1 and then pass. We're just gonna deck this guy out. 5 cards. Yeah, sure. He's gonna equip a whole bunch of shit, go into the battle phase, realizing he can't attack. Nice. Bro, I have 1 card on the field and you couldn't be bothered to fucking read it. I'm just gonna set the max C, like, even if somehow he destroys this, I don't care. Right? He's gonna Raigeki my max C while I have another max C in my hand, bro. Best value I've ever gotten in my life. And look, we have Waboku. We set Waboku in case he MSTs this. I don't know if I should have done that, maybe. It is battle phase, not realizing he can't attack. 3 cards in deck. I'm just... Fun game, right? He's gonna summon another dude. 2 cards left in deck. At this point, I shouldn't have even Lava Golemed him. I should have just let him deck out. But I thought it would be really funny to just, you know, Lava Golem over this guy and this guy. Or both of them to just, like, you know, be like, hey, you know, you're kind of fucked. Just show him, like, you're gonna be burned and you can't do damage. He's gonna Feather Duster me. Aha! This is the play of the game here. He Feather Dusters me, which is horrifying, right? So we're gonna Waboku, right? Because we don't want to die. He's gonna Red Reboot. But now we're gonna 5-head strat this guy because we're playing Bad Luck Blast. We're gonna opt to set a card from our deck, which is Bad Luck Blast. So I'm even putting it in the same column as the Feather Duster to show him, like, hey, you're doing my work for me. Because now the Feather Duster is gonna resolve and destroy the Bad Luck Blast and inflict him for another 1,000 damage. And then now he's gonna try and kill me. And we're just gonna be like, nah fam, Battle Fader. And this I love so much, because Battle Fader, it says, when an opponent's monster declares a direct attack, you can special this card from your hand, then end the battle phase. That's all one effect. So it special summons itself, and then it ends the battle phase. That effect has already resolved. So you can't negate it. You can't negate the end of the battle phase. You have to negate the effect of it summoning itself. And I can't even count the amount of times where the opponent would do exactly what I'm about to show you guys. I'll summon the Battle Fader, and they'll try to infinite impermanence to negate the Battle Fader, to try and stay inside of the battle phase. But it doesn't work like that. It all activates and resolves inside of the hand. Now that it's on the field, it will still end the battle phase, because all it needs to do is special summon itself. So yeah, now we have Trap Trick, Ceasefire, Max C. Like, what the fuck does this guy do with 2 cards in the deck? It's over. We just set, because now we can set belligerently, because he already Feather Dustered me. He used a Lightning Storm, he used a Raigeki, and he has face-up cards, so he can't even Lightning Storm me again now. We're just gonna Ojama Duel, like, here you go, have these. And then now we're just gonna Ceasefire you. And Chain Maxi, showing him like he had no fucking chance to win. He had no fucking chance to win! That's absurd. I'm sorry, Kurek Arisen, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry I had to do you dirty like that, too. Bro, I just ran rampant with that deck. With, Burn main decking Fire Prism. Oh, man, this has ruined people. They were not prepared for it, and even the people that were prepared for it, you can just play into their shit. And this is Link only. This was the most hated event in the game so far. And I decided to make Sky Strikers from all the gems I earned. I know what they do. I've played it before, but like, you know, this was the first time playing them on this simulator. So, oh my god, we're playing Aluber. Like this is when Aluber and Mirror Jade just came out. I believe like they had just came out or something. I don't remember. He's just playing is this a 60 card build? No, it's 50 something, 55 branded. And then now we draw the Ash Blossom. God damn it. Draw a card, upstart, draw a card, draw a card, upstart. So here was the cool thing about Upstart Goblin is you basically always got the 3 spells. The problem was you give the opponent more life points than you can do in a turn if you're playing like a pure Sky Striker. Like you gotta be playing like Bestials or something to deal damage, or like DPE. So we have 3 spell cards in the graveyard that are non-engine, so our shit will be 3 forever now until the end of time. And we're just gonna do this. Get Jamming Waves. We Jamming Waves destroy one of their cards. It doesn't matter. He says Despian Tragedy. Okay, sure. But because we destroy their card, we destroy their Mirror Jade anyways. Their Mirror Jade will trigger, but we're only going to have 1 monster anyways, so it's fine. And then we just Hornet, Ray. He decides to Fusion Summon. Despian Coritis. And I'm like, okay. So if this face-up leaves the field, you can add or special a Despia from the deck. And we drew into Ash Blossom. So my entire game plan was I'm going to banish this with Zeke and then Ash Blossom it, and then we pretty much win the game because he only has like 1 card, right? He's gonna chain to make me 0. He made himself 0, so now that I can actually kill this thing. Right? 1800, it was probably too big. Not really. And then we just Ash it. And then now we go engage, draw, send that, get the guy, get the rose, make Kagari, get back engage. And then now we just set Imperm. And then the guy kills our board, but it doesn't matter because we just use Ray to bring itself back. So like, look at that. We just demolished this guy's entire fucking field, and he's supposed to be playing the best deck of the game, like right now. Despia is like supposed to be top tier, and we just fucking ruined this guy. We didn't even go negative on card advantage. We have the exact 6 cards where we started, plus a whole shitload of stuff in the graveyard. Sure, he has a whole shitload of stuff in the graveyard, and his guy's gonna come back, but we don't care. He's gonna Kaiju Slumber me, and then we're gonna do the same thing we did with the Mirror Jade. We're gonna tag out so that his card kills me, and then the Ray just comes back anyways. And then he decides to scoop. Like, just demolished, man. Holy fuck. Oh, I gotta do these last 2 fast. Really, really fast. Because we're coming up on the 1 hour mark here. I think the longest ones are over. And then you can see again, we got the exact same hand. Imperm, Engage, Ray, Ash. And then now we do the good old field on the Ray chain. So look, we're literally going Shizuku, set Imperm, engage pass, which isn't even like good. Well, we have Imperm Widow Anchor, which is like pretty decent actually. Imperm Widow Anchor, and then down comes Feather Duster. Dude, I got Feather Dustered every single fucking game that I played during the link only format. I got Feather Dustered every single fucking game. So what I ended up doing is I started cutting like upstart goblins and stuff like that, the cards that, you know, and then I started playing more like Imperm. I think in the last duel I was playing 3 upstart and like 1 Imperm or 2 Imperm because that's all I had crafted. And then I ended up cutting upstart goblin completely and then crafting a 3rd Imperm. I crafted a 3rd Ash Blossom, stuff like that, you know what I mean? I started to make the deck able to play even if you get Feather Dustered. It was that bad. It was that bad that I completely changed how I played the deck. And I saw the Solitaire for the 1-for-1, and I was like, I was just afraid of him getting, I was afraid of him getting to Glow Up Bloom and then getting to Zombie World, and then I just couldn't play for some reason. That's what I was afraid of. But I didn't even realize he was on like 60 cards. You know, it was just one of those things that just kind of happened. So I Ash Blossom this, and then I get hit by fucking Unizombie, and then I cry, and then he has White Baking, White Prince, and then I cry some more, and then he goes Left Arm Offering. Oh my god, dude. Oh my fucking god. And he just mills a billion cards. White Prince again. So he has a 5,000 attack King of the Skull Servant. This is bad. This is very, very, very bad. He goes for a second one, which I believe is a mistake here. Like, yeah, he can kill both of my monsters, but he should have done like fucking 4,000 damage over this. Why not? Right? And then he's gonna Revenge Red Savior, Mizuki. Okay, like, yeah, sure, but you didn't need to do that. Ray comes back. The Ray makes it so this guy can't attack me. And now I just win the game now because it just makes Zeke and banish this. And then he goes Gozuki, and I'm like, dude, chill the fuck out. Goes for another Mizuki. Goes for another Mizuki. He should have left this on the field. He should have just left this on the field and ended his turn. Because this guy would have been unaffected by spells and traps and can't be destroyed by battle, right? Level 3 or lower zombie can't be destroyed by battle and they're unaffected. Yeah, so if he had just ended with Lady King, this guy pass, I don't think I could have won. But because he linked it off in the Masquerena, I was like, oh man, this is really bad. I don't think I can win still, but there's a chance, right? I could maybe like loop Hayate 6 times. Because I play Hercules base, as you saw in the other video. Or other clip, whatever. Other replay. And then we draw into Ghost Ogre. This is literally the one card that could have saved us here. Because we're going to link these into Zeke. We're going to banish this. He's going to chain the Masquerena. And then we're going to Ghost Ogre it. Because Masquerena says it has to use itself as a material. And then now we just go Kagari, get back engage, and then they surrender. And then now we're on to the best of the best, right? Save the best for last. This is something I really, really wanted to highlight because this is, you know, one thing I taught myself learning pendulums on here. Like, I know how to play pendulums. I used to play full power Magispector. But this is something that I learned about, you know, you want your main deck to have synergy and stuff like that, but this is something I learned about making sure your extra deck monsters always synergize with each other. You know, that sounds like common sense, but this is something where I taught myself, you know. So we're going to do the good old. This is in the limited of 1 format. In this format, literally every card is at 1, which was really fun, which is because, you know, I got to test stuff like this card. This is salvage for Pendulum monsters. And we do an unorthodox play here where I blow up my own Oath Dragon just so that I can add it back to my hand. And then now we're just doing the motions again. See, it looks like the same, but all of the cards are limited. And then for some reason, I thought it on passing here. I don't know why. I don't know why I did this. I can't remember. I don't know if there was like, you know, blue eyes running around or something. And then yeah, he chose to blow up my shit when Electrum's on the field, and then he ashes a card that activates every turn. Like that was a mistake. He should not have Ash Blossomed this. He should have just waited until it was my turn and then Ash Blossom me. And then he sends Entis. Yeah, he gets Ecclesia, Maxi. So as you're about to witness, he's gonna start to special summon dudes, and I'm gonna draw cards, and they're all one. Like, look, Lecter Pendulum. Because all of the you can only have one sorcerer, you can only have one Joker, you can only have one Wisdom Eye. So you have to get to 40 cards somehow. And Dragodes, he's gonna Swords of Revealing Light. Okay. He's gonna kill the Electrum. Rip. I'm sorry, my guy. It's okay. You will live on in Starving Venom's stomach. I don't know. And then yeah, we're playing Zephyrs. Just again, because you can only get to 30 cards playing Pure Magicians. And then we're playing Zephyra, yeah, get the Zephyra, get the other Zephyra. Normal, Joker. Get Odd Eyes. See, we're playing everything because you can only play one copy of stuff. This was a really fun format. I wish they would do this shit again. And then yeah, now Starving Electrum, pop that, get the Oath Dragon back to our hand. This is the most important card in the deck. Oath, Black Fang, add back to get the trap. And then we Pendulum Summon everything. Zephyr Nui, get the counter trap. Make Baguska, because we're under Swords of Revealing Light. So we're gonna go Baguska, counter trap, pass. While we have this on the field, and we're playing against Dogmatica, he's gonna change into attack mode while under Baguska again. Like my guy, come on. I think we can get to a point where we can actually kill him. Ah, so we use Black Fang to target his monster. He says no, you don't, and then bounce the Baguska. But I want to keep him under Baguska till I can like guaranteed kill him. I want to try and destroy these with like Purple Poison Magician or something like that. And I'm like, nah, you don't need that shit. The funny thing here is the 9 pillars destroys the Zephyr Nui, but it misses timing. It misses timing to activate here. We get a guy because our scale left. We normal summon the Harmonizing Magician because we want it to go to defense mode. And then now we put the Baguska in attack. We go Starving Venom so that our, put the Baguska in attack so our effects aren't negated anymore. And then now we blow up our own stuff, get our stuff back, draw a card, blow up their stuff. And I'm realizing all of my guys have piercing damage now. So if I make a big fucking dude, I can just run over him and kill him anyways. And now Ignister, pop this, shuffle that, add back, Ignister, summon a dude from the deck. And then we link Masquerena so we have arrows because we want to reuse the cards in the extra deck and keep the cards in our hand. And then now We're gonna Zephyr Nui again to get another counter trap. So, as we all know, you know, as you can see here, chain link 1 on the Zephyr Nui. If he had an Ash, that would be chain link 2. And, like, you know, you can't, like, resolve card effects in the middle of a chain, right? But what we're going to do here is something really, really fucking cool. So we made Boral Sword Dragon with IP Masquerena as one of the materials, right? And IP Masquerena says the monster that used this can't be destroyed by the opponent. And what we're going to do here, because we used the Starving Venom to copy, it gives all of our guys piercing. This can't be destroyed by battle with the extra deck. Yeah, so we're about to do, like, you know, 8,000 piercing battle damage, basically, is what's about to happen here. And we're going to attack to absorb half of his attack and put it on the Boral Sword. And he's going to chain Mirror Force. Now this is something that I learned. Because you can go Boral Sword, target your own Baguska to put it into defense mode. And the opponent can't respond because it's Boral Sword's effect. And now the Boral Sword is going to change the Baguska into defense mode, but because Baguska's effect to change cards' positions is continuous, it immediately starts applying in the middle of the chain while it's still resolving. So Baguska happens and then puts our guys into defense mode. The Mirror Force tries to kill our monsters in attack mode. We don't have any monsters that are in attack mode. The Boral Sword can't be destroyed because it was made with the Masquerena. And then now Boral Sword we can just attack again because we changed the monster to defense mode. And now they're exactly where they just were. So basically, in my opinion, if you're playing Pendulums, you have to play, like, shout out to Triff, he says play Baguska. In my opinion, you have to play Boral Sword too for this exact interaction. You can fucking quick play skill drain them on their turn and they can't respond to it. Cause look, now he's just, yeah sure bro, yeah sure, do whatever you want, you're negated. And now we just do the same play. We just put our Baguska in attack mode, loop our shit. He's gonna try and do something, and I'm just gonna be like, nah, negate. And then now that our shit's copied, right? We just attack him for 3,000 and win the game. And we're just kind of flexing on him at this point. Like, look at how much shit we have. Oh yeah, we just swing. Like, holy fuck. That was absolutely crazy. So shout out to my opponent here, Hope. It took me forever to upload this replay. Upload these replays. But yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's any plays you like, any deck lists you want to know. And I'll keep you posted.